Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How
Yeah,
are you?
yeah, Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How about you?
Alhamdulillah. Is today Jumat? Do you have the cap on?
Yes.
MashaAllah.
Okay, so everything is good from your side. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. We cannot complain. We have our lives, and then Allah has been very merciful to us, so we are grateful.
Okay, thank you.
And you?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, everything is good.
Mm, well done.
Okay, so basically, you want to learn about a topic for the research collaboration. Okay, so basically,
Mm,
landform degradation, erosion. So this type of things, how we can easily compute using remote sensing. Okay, so I try to explain this type of method. And I hope if you read some scientific paper, then you also get the more other types of method. Okay, then you can also
okay.
compare and further just choose the best method for the research publication. Okay, it also
Mm,
better. So basically you want to work with the landform degradation and soil
yes.
erosion or weathering,
Mm,
so this type of topic. So basically we are using the different types of model. Suppose for the soil erosion, we use here the RUSLE model. RUSLE model we can easily apply. This RUSLE model we can easily apply for detecting the soil erosion. We can easily compute, as well as we are also use some other method such as soil erosion using NDVI or brand soil index. So this type of things is also correlated with that landform changes such as NDVI change or bare soil index change. So this type of things also correlated. So let me share my screen. I will show you some application. Then you can also try to follow, and you also read some
okay.
scientific paper. And if further, if you get any method, then you also refer me. Then I also try to work with that also. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me
Mm,
share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen?
yes, it's coming up.
Oh, okay. So first of all, I discuss about that RUSLE model. So it's very important for estimating the soil erosion, how we can easily apply the RUSLE model in Google Earth Engine using remote sensing technique. I will try to explain. Then you can easily, I will send you the code also. You also try to adapt the code for your study area.
Mm, mm,
Okay, so let me open the code. Okay, just let me run the code and show you the result. Then I will try to explain about the code. Yeah.
okay.
So basically, RUSLE model, its full form is the Revised Universal Soil Loss Equation. Short name is RUSLE. Is widely used to estimate soil erosion rate based on the factor such as rainfall, then topography, then land cover, then soil properties. Okay, this type of factor is also defined, and loosely have a equation. So just we apply the equation using all of those factor, then we can easily estimate the soil loss. and this soil loss unit will be ton per hectare per year. Okay, so this is the unit ton
Mhm.
per hectare per year. So if you check this result, so this code I adapt for the whole country boundary of Bangladesh, and we import all of factor. So as you can see, first of all, we get the data for annual rainfall, then we apply the calculate the R factor, then soil, from the soil we take the K factor, then slope in percentage, from here get the LS factor, NDVI C factor, LULC land use land cover factor, P factor, and further you also calculate the soil loss and also make the classes. So this type of classes, suppose if the 10 ton per hectare per year less than, we set the slight, then 10 to 20 we find out the moderate, then 20 to 30 we put the high, and 30 to 40 we set the very high erosion soil loss, and greater than 40 we put at the severe. Okay, very high for this type of place for the soil. Basically in the hilly study area, if you check, it's a hill track region. This as
Mm.
well as also you can see the river, okay, near to the river. So this is the river bank irrigation. So this type of place
Mm.
we find out the high soil loss for a specific time period. Okay, so this is the RUSLE model. If you check the code, so first of all we need to calculate. Suppose I simply put that time period. Suppose I want to calculate year of 2018 or 2017, we put the time period in here, and first we calculate the R factor. So basically R factor, it's the rainfall erosivity. Okay, rainfall erosivity
Mm.
factor we need to calculate using the rainfall data. So for that we simply call the charts satellite imagery. We can easily find out the charts in the Google Earth Engine data catalog. Simply call the charts, and further we calculate the rainfall erosivity. We calculate, then we calculate the K factor. K factor mainly soil erodibility factor. It's a K factor. Its name is that soil erodibility factor. Okay. So just we call the soil data. We can easily find out the soil data from Google Earth Engine data catalog, and then we apply for the calculate the soil erodibility factor. And after that we calculate the LS factor. LS factor mainly slope length and steepness factor. Okay, slope
Mm.
length and steepness factor, just we calculate from the DEM data. Slope length
Mm.
and steepness factor we calculate. This type of equation we just apply. And then C factor, basically it cover management factor. Okay, cover management factor, basically in this case we calculate the NDVI for the cover management factor, and calculate the C factor. Okay, as well as after doing these things we just calculate that P factor. P factor mainly conversion factor, such as land use land cover we consider land use land cover for the P factor. So after calculating all of factor, we are just estimating the soil loss, and this is the formula. This is the formula about the soil loss formula. If you just check it, R mainly rainfall erosivity, multiply with K mainly soil, K mainly soil erodibility, LS mainly slope length and stiffness factor, C
Mm.
mainly land use land cover or NDVI mainly cover management factor, and P mainly land use land cover. Simply multiply, and this is the equation. This equation called the RUSLE model. Okay, this is the RUSLE model equation. Just apply, and further we just create this type of soil loss. So these things, this code, further you can also modify. Suppose when you work with a small study area, suppose
Mm.
in this case we just take the data from satellite. Okay, because you can see we take the data from the charts for the rainfall data, but when we apply
Mhm.
this data for the small study area, then we find out the good result, because this pixel size is very high. Okay,
Mm.
5566 meter. So in this case, if you have the ground station precipitation data, then it will be more better. Suppose which study area, suppose a small study area you want to work, then for this study area, suppose have a total 2 or 3 station. So just you can simply collect this type of station wise precipitation data, and then make the interpolation and make the map of rainfall. Further, this map we can also use it and calculate the rainfall erosivity factor, and then use it. Then we also find out the better result for the small study area. But for the big study area, when you compute it, then this image is also good. In this case, we find out that more better map. But when you work with a small study area, then if you use this satellite image, mainly sharp satellite image, then we find out the some grid or cell. So this is the one kind of problem. When you want to use it, then you try to use your own data, suppose station wise distribution data, then you find out the more better result. Okay, so this is the one way. So for the biggest area you can easily find out the very better map, but when you apply for the smallest area, then you face some problem. And further, this map you can easily download as a GOT file format and also calculate. Okay, okay, so it's some problem, I think, for that it's not working, but we can also download this data as a GOT file format from here. Just soil loss class, just download, and further we can easily make the map using ArcMap or QGIS software. You already know about that, how we can easily work. Yeah, so I'll just send you this code. You also try to adapt the code for your study area. Okay, and further, and if your study area have some station wise data, then also try to implement this type of data. And if you know how we can easily work with it, then simply knock me, then I'll also guide you how we can easily work with this type of data. So this is the one way for the RUSLE model. As well as if you want, you can also put the another way. Suppose we can easily apply different types of index. Suppose one index, it's called the NDVI. Okay, suppose NDVI mainly detect the vegetation health. Okay, suppose if you want, you can also apply the NDVI. As well as you can also apply here, suppose BSI, mainly bare soil index, it identify bare soil area. Okay, bare soil you can identify. As well as if you want, you can also apply for M, this is the name is the M SAVI. Basically it's called the modified soil adjusted vegetation index. So this type soil erosion leads to the vegetation loss, exposing bare soil. We can use the vegetation and soil indices for analysis. So you can also try to apply for your study area. Suppose you want to make the change detection. We already know about that, how we can easily make the change detection for NDVI or BSI or MSVI. Then we can easily identify this type of process. Okay, so you can also apply this type of calculation, NDVI, BSI, or also MSAVI, and then further you can also apply this type of things. As well as you can also apply the another data, detect the landform changes. We are also using the DEM data. Okay, DEM data is very important for that landform changes. So elevation change indicate the degradation due to the erosion of landslide. We can easily use the different types of DEM data such as SRTM data, as well as we can also use that LOS pulsar data. So this type of DEM data we can easily apply for this type of work. As well as also another, it's called that NASA DEM data. So just simply you also try to check this type of data, NASA DEM data. So this type of DEM data we can also apply, and then we can easily calculate the slope. Suppose you can easily calculate the slope, then you can also calculate the aspect. Okay, this slope and aspect, mainly we find out that step slope are more prone to the erosion. Okay, suppose where I find out the high slope region is steep, the slope are more prone to the erosion. We find out the high erosion for the high slope area. Suppose hilly study area, hilly region, we find out that high slope. Okay, slope value is high. So this type of high slope are more prone to the erosion, we find out. So you can comparing the DEM data from different years. Okay, help detection the degradation, we can also use it. As well as if you want, you can also use at the SAR data, basically SAR data Sentinel-1. So this data we can also use to basically it's radar data. So this Sentinel-1 can track the shoreline change and riverbank erosion even in the cloudy condition. Suppose basically on the riverbank we find out the lot of cloud. So this type of cloudy region we can easily apply the SAR data, and we can easily identify the shoreline changes and also identify for riverbank erosion. Okay, so you can also try to apply this type of data. Okay, and then we can easily identify. Okay, as well as we can also apply land surface temperature. It also works. Suppose higher temperature indicate the soil exposure, higher temperature indicate the soil exposure, we find out. Okay, suppose high temperature or where we find out the temperature is very high, so this type of soil more exposure we find out is a more indicate the soil exposure. As well as albedo, it's very important. Albedo mainly higher values suggest the less vegetation, and more reflected value sand or barren land indicated about that, Okay, so now if you want, you can also calculate suppose time series analysis, okay, long term, suppose NDVI and BSI, and plot the time series chart to observe the vegetation loss or soil exposure. So it also possible using the Google Earth Engine or remote sensing technique. Then we can easily identify for landform changes for the different time. Okay, as well as if you want, you can also apply the RUSLE model and also identify for the soil loss, mainly landform change we can also identify. And from here we can also make the time series. Okay, suppose in this case we just make for the 1 year, then you can also change the time period and also check the other time how much soil loss. Okay, and further this type of things we can also calculate from here. Okay, so let me show you that. I think it show the problem, user memory. Okay, memory limit exists. So let me try to calculate the area, calculation the area. So just let me just put the scale suppose 1000, and then now try to check the run the code again and also put at the scale 1000. Okay, but after downloading the geotiff file from it, you can easily calculate the area in ArcMap or QGIS software easily.
Mm. Mm. Do you have a student that is doing bachelor's or MSc at the moment?
Yes.
Okay.
So RUSLE model you can easily apply for agricultural erosion mapping or landslide susceptibility mapping or watershed management and also deforestation impact studies. So this type of things we also use this RUSLE model. So you also try to apply this type of data set and check what happened. I hope you already know this type of 7 days cognitive. You already completed this training. So this type of things you can easily apply. Okay, and further when you apply, then face any problem, then also mark me. I also guide you how we can easily reform the code and also get the result.
Can you find me a research assistant from your department?
Okay, so I will let you know.
Mm. If you can find me a research assistant from your department and let me know the salary for a month. I have some work, maybe the student can help me with.
Okay, no problem. I will manage and also inform you.
Mm.
I think some networking issue. That's why it takes some problem. Okay, it calculated. Yeah, soil loss.
Mm.
Yeah, so now it's coming here. You can see. So you find out this type of
Wow.
pie chart. So now we find out
Mm.
that how much 6.9% uh, slight, then moderate, then high, severe. So this is the calculation about the soil loss in year of 2017. We can easily find out at the pie chart, or can download the data as CSV file format, and then you can also use it.
Mm. Alhamdulillah.
So this is the one process we can also apply, and RUSLE model is very popular. A lot of paper already published regarding this model. They're also using here. So I hope it also worked very well. No problem. As well as this type of model, some paper also combine suppose NDVI, BSI, or MASVI, or DEM. Okay, then also compare with RUSLE model. Okay, then also make the publish the paper also.
Mm.
Okay, because I also send you this code, you also try to adapt for your study area. Further face any problem,
Okay.
then also let me know. I also guide it. No problem.
Okay.
Okay.